Hey guys, welcome back to another Skyrim mods video. Today is animation mods that I got recommended to showcase. And these will not be a complete animation overhaul, just the ones that I get asked about. So make sure you endorse the mod authors if you end up downloading any, and also leave a like on the video. Other than that, let's dive right in, and I hope you guys enjoy. The first mod up is called Conditional Armor Type Animations. This mod pretty much is a framework that allows for different animations on a player character and NPC depending on the type of armor that you or the NPC currently have on, or if they have any armor on at all. But there's also one based on the amount of magicka you have, like the Goetia animations. I'm surprised no one continued this series honestly, because you can customize the conditions for the animations to play, but at base I use the Vanargand, the Leviathan one, and the Goetia one. All of these animations are made by the same mod author, made specially for this framework. You can get the standalone version, which will overhaul every animation in total, no matter what armor you have on, but this one is more dynamic, so I prefer to use this. These three combined will replace pretty much every animation, from walking to even having new custom idle animations for every single armor type. The only animations that this mod will not replace is the normal civilian animations for NPCs that aren't considered a master mage or 75 skill in any type of magic school. Well, I mean, there is one extra add-on mod that you can combine with this, and that is Runway walk animations, also by the same mod author, though this animation is only for female characters that are currently walking and not wearing armor. It replaces no other animations, unfortunately. But this next mod is so immersive, it would feel wrong if I didn't include it in this video. It's a new mod for everyone's favorite priest in Skyrim, Heimskr. This mod is called Heimskr, the Orange Justice. This mod using Dynamic Animation Replacer or Open Animation Replacer will replace the praying animation for Heimskr, allowing for him to break dance and bring your immersion up to 200% in my opinion. But okay, now we're on to the more serious mods. One I recommend is TESO Animations Sorcerer. There is also one for one-handed animations, but I definitely recommend the Sorcerer one. It replaces all animations except for the idle animations for if you have magic currently in your hand. No matter what hand the spell is currently equipped in, this mod will take over with its new animations. This mod pretty much replaces everything to do with spell animations. You'll also get to see NPCs during combat start to use these animations, because you'll see master level spells to even just using a normal level spell ward. Although I think this might be the third time I'm showcasing this, but like I said, this video is mainly for the animations that everyone usually asks me about. So here we are. The spells are also one-to-one with female to male animations, so there's pretty much no difference, hence why I didn't do a side-by-side here. Also, one quick side note, this mod doesn't use Open Animation Replacer or even Dynamic Animation Replacer, so you will need to let this overwrite any other magic animation mod you have in your mod list, or you won't get to see these in action, unfortunately. And trust me, there are a lot of animations provided with this mod that I couldn't showcase here yet. The next mod up is called New Creature Animations, and this one is for the Werewolves, providing them with new normal attack animations as well as new power attack animations. In this video, I'm currently using the second version that comes in the optional files, and the second version removes their rolling animation after the jumping power attack because that kind of makes them easy to kill. And also, one thing about this mod is that it also works for the player character, so it makes it easier for you to fight. And the other one I highly recommend grabbing from the series is the new creature animations, but the ones for the giants. There's about 5 other ones besides these two, but these are the two that are must have. It gives giants new normal attack animations and power attack animations, and the main file will speed them up dramatically and also give them a drop kick attack. And I don't want to die by drop kick, so I generally don't get the main version, but that's up to you. Because I mean, dying and going to whatever your race heaven is and then telling them that you died because a giant decided to randomly drop kick you because you shot it in the knee with an arrow. I mean, the drop kick animation does look pretty cool though, but I refuse to die by it, so here we are. Up next, pretty much an all-in-one, but the one that I recommend is Gesture Animation Remix. This mod, when you're fighting NPCs or generally just talking to them, or if they're even talking to other NPCs, they'll now have new gesture animations that they'll do. And these new animations can be loop animations that they do, like standing with their hands on their hips, or they'll just point towards something or just talk and express how annoyed they are, and they'll just go through those cycle animations, but the animations will play based on the current character that you're talking to. So you might see Cicero start dancing in place, But up next, another simple mod I recommend is modern female sitting animations. This gives every female NPC a random chance, if you choose it in the optional files, to play animations while they're currently sitting. At base, if you choose the main file without choosing the optional, the animation that they play when they're currently sitting is based on the type of armor they have on, but I prefer to see dynamic and randomness, so I choose the random version. This next mod, in my opinion, is a must-have. This mod is called Dynamic Crafting Animations. Using some utility magic that came out a little while ago, it allows for you to see what your character is currently upgrading at pretty much any crafting station besides tanning racks. All you have to do is click the item, and then after a few seconds it should magically appear in front of your character on an enchanting table or a blacksmith or even just a grindstone. And this is all completely dynamic. It doesn't need tons of patches to make new mod added armors work. It will work with pretty much all of them immediately, provided they have a 3D model added for it. Otherwise it might show other armors if the mod author didn't go the extra step and add it itself. But I mean, that's not this mod's fault, so I won't point that out too much. Every equipment type has its own custom animations that will play when the gear is selected in the upgrade menu, with my personal favorite being the bow animation when you're sitting at a grindstone. Another one, if you're patient like me, is the mod Dynamic Looting and Harvesting. If you use Immersive Interaction, this mod pretty much adds on to that, or it can be its own complete thing. That mod isn't necessarily needed. You will now see your character pick up the item and then put it in his or her back pocket, and this pretty much works for everything in the base game. But I mean, it won't work with every retexture in Skyrim if that mod itself doesn't have a looted or inventory model, but it works with mostly everything in my mod list, which is quickly approaching 2500, and I'm okay with that. But like I said, this mod is for those people that are patient and can wait until animations finish. The next mod is called Ultimate Animated Potions, allowing for you to see your character drink whatever potion you clicked on or have hotkey. This one though isn't dynamic like the previous ones. You will need patches for whatever potion model you're using. It won't break if you don't have a patch for it, but you'll just see the vanilla Skyrim potions, which is pretty ugly, especially if you have a mod list like mine. But the best part about this mod is that if you have a mod that allows for NPCs to drink potions, then you'll get to see them using animations as well. But one thing to be wary about is that you do kind of stand in place when drinking these unless you turn that off, which can cause you to die a lot. But speaking of NPC animations, this one is for combat. It's called Eldenrim Moveset Collection. There are a lot of NPC animation overhauls that you can use with Attack Modern Combat Overhaul, but I choose this one because it reminds me of Dark Souls, and because it's pretty simple to install. It pretty much overhauls every single animation in Skyrim, ranging from daggers with shields to even just war axes that you'll see enemies swinging at you rapidly. If you want something fancy like Power Ranger type animations where they flip up in the air and attack, you'll need weapon arts for that, but this one is pretty simple and down to earth, which is what I prefer because I don't want NPCs completely destroying me. These animations will make NPCs tougher, but it will leave them open for counterattacks with how long it takes for them to recover from their own attacks. This next one is a bit of hit or miss for people, while I mainly love it, but it is called DNFA Wolves Combat Behavior. Don't quote me on this, but I swear the DNFA stand for Definitely Not a Furry animation, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the real name. And this mod, as you can see, gives wolves new attack animations that will put them in line with Attack Modern Combat Overhaul, so that they will attack once and then immediately start running around you to plan another attack. But like I said, seeing wolves launch themselves like that isn't for everyone. But on to the main mod that I use for my attack animations. I mainly use For Honor animations in Skyrim by Smooth, and even though I know it's not available for everyone, the one that I use is the For Honor animations, the one that is on Patreon, because that one covers much more animations featuring the one-handed sword, the Warlord animations, Berserker animations, and also the one that you're seeing, Peacekeeper. I mean, some of these are free though, you can definitely find them on Nexus, but you will not be able to get everything that this mod has to offer unless you grab the Patreon version. With this animation mod installed, you'll have brand new animations for pretty much everything that Nexus previously didn't have. Like, you probably won't be able to find a shield and war axe animation on Nexus, as well as a one-handed war axe animation, or even daggers with shields. This mod pretty much provides every single weapon type, new animations that are modern and feel good in the game. But if you can't afford the $3 because I know money is pretty tight right now, then you can just use the Eldenrim weapon collection, because like I said, that one, even though it is for NPCs, It also overhauls the normal weapon animations that the player can use as well. Unless you prefer to be different from NPCs, then like I said, I recommend the For Honor animations. And yes, this is also where you see all my greatsword animations come from. For Honor animations. I know I pretty much use it in pretty much every combat video, so here we are. I said that like 3 times now. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace and love, guys, and don't forget to endorse my authors.